Hey everyone, CC's Genesis here. Welcome to another deck profile featuring my green and white blue Shaela list. Mainly, I'm just using Shaela because I like Shaela and I want to make a deck good around Shaela. The whole rain mechanic is really weak. I only run 8 cards that benefit from being rain. I run a little bit more cards that benefit for just being a mermaid itself, mainly. But on her J activation side is 10-4 draws you a card and makes it rain all the time. Again, if I was with Blue Planet, it'd be a little bit different story, but I'm not running Blue Planet in this build. So let's continue with the deck profile. I know I'm making this really short, guys, and I'm trying to explain as much as possible. So for Angelic Voice Mermaid, it's just an upstart golem being able to cycle through the deck very fast and able to keep consistency up. So basically this makes it from a 40 card deck to a 36 card deck. So it basically just cycles, basically. Makes it consistent as possible. The same thing with Shaela's Elite. Being able to search out the mermaid that we want, either is Angelic Voice or Aqua Rifle, being able to bounce or continue to cycle. She's 4 Rhoda. Doesn't search herself, sadly. Wish she did search herself, because then it'll be really good. But being able to search out the other mermaids makes the deck more consistent, makes the deck thinner, as well as being able to search out the card that you need for the next turn. Like if you need a 1-drop next turn, you can make the Aqua Rifle. If you need the 3-drop to bounce a problematic card, you can search Aqua Rifle Mermaid. Next up is for Melfi. Melfi is very good in this deck, just being able to ramp up to power plays, / being able to use her Torrent effect to prevent damage belt from J/resonators. Obviously you do have to worry about playing Discovering Winds a lot, but hey, what can we do about that? You either play into it, or you just don't. That's all I can really say. I mean, you could play cards like Fear Spell to cancel out Millennium Bonds, because I was thinking about playing those cards earlier. Just be able to cancel spells. Because other than that, the deck's pretty solid. And now for Aqua Rifle Mermaid. When it's raining, she bounces instead of resting. So being able to bounce target resonators to your hand. It can also target your own resonators if you want to recycle. Like if you want to recycle Aqua Voice Mermaids or the Shaela's Elites. But most of the time you're just trying to create a board state and bounce your own opponent's resonators, so you can get ahead of the game. But don't forget that you can also bounce your own stuff if you want to do some keki stuff. 3 Charlotte. Charlotte's a powerhouse. She gets to basically, as long as you have cards in her hand, the only thing that can kill her are AoE effects like Final Battle, Eternal Recurrence, Crippling Lights, which not a lot of people run. Oh, I mean everyone runs Final Battle because Final Battle is retarded. But yeah. So for every card in her hand, she gets +2/+2, and she gains a barrier to X amount of cards in your hand. So let's say if I have 5 cards in my hand, she's immune to 5 or less. So it means you have to do 6 or above. And then when she enters the field, she draws a card. So she's constantly recycling herself. So she cycles herself. So think of it as my deck being 37 cards from 40 cards from 33. And then if you add the Shaela's Elites to it, from 33 to 28. No. It's 39, yeah. 29 cards deck base. It's a 29 card deck basically. Sorry, my math's wrong. I'm really tired. I just woke up and I got a long day at work to go ahead for me. Three Misty Dragons. Misty Dragons are a very strong card, being able to blink out of certain effects. So you're able to block, force out some big punch spells, flicker it out, comes back at the end of turn. You could swing, you could declare blocks with it, flash back out. You're able to attack with it, flash back out and back in. So Water Dragon is a very strong card in my opinion. Probably one of the better water resonators that we have so far without being Captain Hook and Charlotte. Just being able to constantly avoid removal spells and able to constantly be on board is very strong. Next we play is 2 Prissias. Prissia, the final hope in battle. Ready for the final battle, sorry. I really like her. Being able to instantly remove something when she hits that's less or equal to her strength, and then being able to swing and being able to kill something else. She in herself is a built-in war machine, being able to destroy and constantly keep building pressure. You can combo with Dawn the Earth to keep restanding or keep attacking her. She's really strong. You can also even play Prissy as a God, I don't remember the card now. It's the one that gives Beast Swiftness and Precision. If you play it on a Beast, it's for free. But yeah, you can even play that if you really wanted to, just like be a little Keck Lord. But other than that, Prissy is just a really strong card and a very strong boss monster, nonetheless, other than like Misty Water Dragon and Charlotte for the deck. On the spells, we plays 2 Spain Aqua Soul just to recycle our chance, basically, like Moonbeam Butterfly, Sheila's Return, and so on. If you were to play like Severing Winds, Million Bonds, Favorite Spell, you also recycle those as well. For Sheila's Return, this is basically unsummon from Magic but worse. Just being able to bounce resonators at instant speed is very nice. So you're able to get rid of blockers, you're able to get rid of cards that have been buffed. You're able to protect your own resonators as well. Now we play 2 Seabed Investigation. Seabed Investigation is a better pod duality, especially when you're playing mermaids, because you're able to add back 4. You're able to look to the top 4 and add 2 instead of the 1 if you're playing mermaid. So remember that Sheila does count as a mermaid, so you are automatically able to affect both. So again, more cycling through the deck, more searchability through the deck. 2 Sheila's Return. Being able to bounce attacking resonators / additions is always lovely. You're able to recycle your own stones. And you're also able to draw a card. That's basically what the point of this card is to recycle our graveyard, draw a card, and that's pretty much it. Like, so we don't ever really fatigue, basically, with this card in our deck. For Dawn the Earth. Dawn the Earth is a very strong card with 3 modes to it. You're mainly going to use this for a second mode, but there are times where you can use the first mode against people like Fox, people that are playing a token spam deck, so you get rid of all the tokens and draw a card. It will always draw you a card, no matter what. It will always draw you a card. That's the most important thing. So it's able to restand, you get +2/+2 Ember to any resonator that you control. It does not target J/Res. It does not target J rulers. But the fact that it says draw a card and restand a resonator, so like Misty Water Dragon and all that. Next we play 4 Kaguya's Moonbeam Butterfly. This card is absolutely insane still. Being able to pull out any major threat in our deck or protection from our deck at any time we want to is very strong. Not a lot of people playing Dawn the Earth because no one plays blue, obviously, besides me. So Moonbeam Butterfly is still a strong card, at least to me. So being able to pull Charlotte out for 5 mana from your deck, or Melfi Multi Dragon for 5 mana from your deck, or to be able to pull Prissia for 6 mana from your deck is still a very strong play, because you're able to get it out of your deck, 1, and then you're able to immediately put something on the board, or you can put like Zero's Magic Protection Circle, which I do play in this deck, for 4 mana. 2 Great Tornado. Great Tornado is just there for basically a removal. You do play cheap resonators like Aqua Voice Mermaid, Angelic Voice Mermaid. So you're able to rest them to cheapen the cost of this card, and then able to just immediately kill J/Resonator/Additions. It's just mainly there for J rule removal, killing rulers off like Keurig. It doesn't kill Fair because Fair has 4 protection spells, but if you force off barrier counters with the mermaids or the Shayla's Return, it should be fine because he wants to keep the board presence, obviously. So you'll eventually be able to kill him, if anything at all. And then the last card of the deck is Zero Circle of Protection. Being able to make your entire field immune to any attribute is very powerful in this game. Just being able to call out like black or green, being able to shut down their majority of their removal spells and removal effects is a very powerful thing, which is why I love this card a lot. Stones, because I forgot to do the stones. 4 Deepwood, 2 Kaguya's Moon, a Stone of Sorrow, and 4 Light Vapors. You saw the deck, so you saw a majority of green versus white, and the majority of the deck is blue. So that's why I play more Deepwoods than I do Light Vapors. I hope you guys like the deck profile. I do have a bit of a side deck built in here. But it's not really that good of a side deck, so I needed a little bit more testing with the side deck before I want to showcase that out. So I hope you guys like the deck profile, and I'll see you guys next time.